Oh my gosh, my experience working with Brittany was amazing. I never would have broken through and been able to reach my truth.
For me, from day one, it was a realness to you, and just very authentic and genuine. It wasn't glossy, it wasn't polished, it wasn't let me say the perfect thing. It was just a connection point. And I mean, it's what you were born to do. You're brilliant because you have the ability to see and to put all of those pieces together in a way that other people just don't.
Hey guys, from my bed here in Mexico, Brittany and Hammond here, founder of Untamed Productions. We're here in Mexico right now, and I got a question for you. Is your message being accidentally influenced by other people, by other people's message? Are you sharing the story that you think people want to hear, right? We think that people want to hear this like sugar-coated success story. If I went from this to that, and like you can do it too, but really that's not the thing that's going to inspire people, not only to just take action, but to even believe that it's possible for them too. The truth is, you don't need another worksheet to fill out. You don't need another worksheet to get crystal clear on your core message, your brand story, your ideal client, all of these things that don't really catapult us into action. They just keep us stuck in our head in the intellectual. So here's two things. The first one is your story has already been written. You are already living it. Every day you're walking, talking, breathing, living your story, and especially your brand story, because you've already lived it. And this is like the number one thing that I see with people is getting tripped up in their story and not knowing what to share and what's relevant and what's important and blah, blah, blah. And the reality is you just need to decide. 2, clarity comes from within. There is no external resource, person, coach, or anything that will ever give you the answer other than the one that's already within you. If you're like me, you chased the missing piece of the puzzle for years. I hired out so many people. I couldn't figure out what the missing piece was in my business, why things weren't working, why I wasn't attracting the right people, why I was so unhappy. And the truth of the matter is that I had to come back home to myself, learn to trust my intuition, learn to tap into my intuition, how to use my intuition as my inner GPS to know how to make decisions, to be confident in myself to make decisions, and not always rely on outside sources for answers. Now, I'm not saying don't get help. I'm just saying it's really important to trust yourself, because it all actually just comes down to you. So, what's the missing piece? I was the mother effing missing piece. So if you are banging your head against the wall in your business and you're not understanding why your message is not resonating with people, or you're not understanding how to connect with people, if you're anything like me, brand story was the missing piece. I was the missing piece. So
It is, and you're totally in your zone of genius when you're doing that, because you have the ability to see and to put all of those pieces together in a way that other people just don't. I mean, it's what you were born to do. You're brilliant. And through this process, that really was helpful. Was like, I think you remember saying, what story did I want to tell? You reminded me that, like, just because I have this long-winded story, because I have so many moments that led up to this point, doesn't mean that's a story that I have to take ownership of. And that was huge for me. Was
So
like,
Brittany
okay,
is the most creative person I know, honestly. Like, if you look at her work, like, she comes at things from a completely different angle. Her work is immaculate. It's impeccable. It's clean. The videos that she does, like, they just draw you in.
I have got 29 years of experience. I have studied, mastered the art and the science of personality, of self, of branding, and self-expression. And I even have a double master's degree. This year, 2019, is all about the art and business of being yourself. the art, meaning everything self-expression, who you are, how you connect with people, how you show up, and the business, getting paid to be yourself. Getting paid for your talents, your gifts, your skills, whatever it is you're putting out there in the world, getting compensated for it. I want to help you get in touch with your inner wealth of self-expression and help you show up in the world in the most bold and audacious way. Here's a snippet of how we do this. We let go of codependency. We get over caring what other people think about us. Easier said than done, but I promise it can be done. We detach our self-worth from things like external factors, likes, followers, client reviews, anything that comes from outside of ourselves that takes away from our inherent and innate value that we offer. Making decisions quickly and boldly. Embodying your brand to its fullest. Telling your story, telling your real story that really connects with people. We do a lot of chakra healing, tapping into your infinite chakra power, really healing yourself from the inside out and positioning yourself in just the best way possible. And that's going to mean different things to different people. So I am super passionate, taking it even one step further and helping you show up and shine on camera. It just gets me so excited. I'm so excited right now. So if you are an entrepreneur, a health or wellness coach, a life coach, an author, an artist, a consultant of some type, and a top leader who's ready to share your story, shine on camera, and fully express your message so that you can reach the maximum amount of impact possible and income, then I want to help you. Just a few things that we cover in my 90-day brand interrupted mentorship is self-mastery, the courage and bravery to share those parts of your story that are really going to have an impact on your audience, releasing past guilt and shame so that you can fully own your story, step up, share it, and pass that knowledge on to the next person. Getting clear around boundaries, figuring out what to share, what not to share, how to not throw people under the bus that may have been important in your story or had some effect on you. Picking out those defining moments, those moments that made you you, the moments that led you to creating this business, to building this movement, to really standing behind this message. Figuring out what's your voice, expressing the value in what it is you do, making strategic decisions on what to share, what not to share, and then we take it to the more concrete aspect where we figure out the visuals and the verbal aspect. So this is everything from video, live stream, pre-recorded, design, photo shoots, photography, everything where you have the most creativity to express who you are and do it in a really, really fun way. So if this sounds like something you need, I'm your girl. I want to work with you. Click the link below or wherever it is on this page or in the link for your free video breakthrough call. And let's see how we can make magic in 2019. Ciao from Mexico.